Because you know the family better than anybody, right?
I'll do my best. I don't know that I know them better than anybody, but
Well, you know them better than I do. That's
perhaps.
You know. No, we talk to a lot of people. You know, we talk to Tamara, obviously, Mariah. Guys like you make me feel old because I've been in this criminal division here for 20 years.
Yeah.
You're 20.
And I'm
so. Oh, what? You don't want
You've
to?
been working this.
I hope I didn't mix these
We'll
up.
find out.
Yeah, you'll know.
Where's yours?
No. If I make that, I'll be going to the bathroom in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
He's Dale Keegan, and you're
Adam Stoudemeyer.
Adam Stoudemeyer.
Yeah.
You're from New Hampshire.
Kittery.
Yeah,
Practically New Hampshire. Actually, you say that. I was born at the hospital in Portsmouth, so.
Okay. And what really went wrong is I got engaged. That's what went wrong.
Who'd you get engaged to?
Cindy Courier, and she
Courier.
left me for my best friend.
What person in your life do you think you most respect?
Person in my life, living person.
Yeah, whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Andrew Beardsley.
Who's that?
He was my coach, mentor, I consider him, and literature teacher in high school. And he's the nephew to Bill Beardsley, who's just running for governor.
Okay, I was wondering if there was a
connection with Husson College. He did his college thesis on Tolkien, J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah.
He taught a class on Tolkien. I took a class on Tolkien. I love The Lord of the Rings. You know, somewhere early in The Hobbit. The Hobbit's my favorite book.
I'm like, yeah, I don't get it. You watch that?
Yeah.
Zero. Yeah.
Well, there's this more.
Is that the one with Precious, the little Precious? That guy, yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah, Gollum.
Yeah. Nothing to do with the other show there,
Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
No.
Different breed.
No. Different.
So what about this case here? We'll start about the beginning here. What type of person do you think would do this?
No, I haven't given that much thought. Someone would have to be cold. Greedy, maybe? I don't know. Someone would have to be just heartless. I mean, I never met his son, Mariah's little brother, but who could do that?
Well, you never know. I mean, the biggest thing that we don't understand is reasons. I mean, there's a reason for everything, you know, and mistakes happen. And that's why even a computer has a delete key, you know.
Right.
Mistakes happen. Wrong place, wrong time, panic, self-defense, who knows? Are you well aware of the Constitution and all that stuff, right?
Well, aware of the Constitution.
Well aware of the Constitution and your rights and all that stuff. Do you understand you're not under arrest?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. If you ever want to leave, you just tell me. All right, all I ask is don't be rude about it. Just say things.
I mean, I'd be a little bit shocked if I were under arrest, to tell you the truth.
So would I. But so.
And I'm here to cooperate.
Well, that's right. That's right. But and I appreciate that. I know you know your rights and all that stuff. One of the formalities that we have to do is to
tell me
read your rights. Okay. You can probably recite it better than I can.
I don't know that I could recite it. But
right. But you understand it though. Formalities, right?
Right.
So, where were we? We were talking about what type of person would do that. You said cold, greedy, heartless.
Someone just with no love for life, no love for things that grow. Yeah. And I mean, what we know about Tolkien and Tolkien's writing, you seem like you know a little bit more about Tolkien. Mm-hmm. It's you know, his main themes are hope and hopelessness and a love for things that grow.
What should happen to the person when we find him?
What should happen?
When we find the bad guy, what should happen?
Well, I imagine you're going to read him his rights, formality,
right,
and lock him away.
You think he should go to jail?
Of course. Yeah.
Well, unless there's a good reason. Can you think of any good reason something like this could happen?
A good reason?
Yeah. Do you think of any reason? I mean, again, we don't understand reasons. You know, just because he did something like this doesn't mean you got to go to jail for all your life, you know. But just, can you think of any good reason for something like this to happen?
I cannot think of any good reason something like that could happen.
You lived with Uncle Steve. You were with Uncle Steve's through the high school years?
That's right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So obviously things were not going good with your mom during this.
Age 12 up to age 17.
Anything significant happen at age 12 to make you want to move out from mom to go with Uncle Steve?
Well, it wasn't my choice. It was a matter of DHHS or DHS, Department of Health and Human Services.
Sure. So you graduated in 08?
That was the class of 08.
Yeah. And you graduated from Ellsworth High School?
I didn't graduate.
Oh, you didn't graduate. Okay. What happened there?
That's a long story, too.
We got plenty of time. You got plenty of time and coffee and even candy bars if you want one.
No. Okay. Senior year rolls around. I've got my car and my license and almost all of my credits. Ellsworth was a school system that changed their systems treated us like guinea pigs and treated us like we were in prison cells. You know, I started partying. That was my whole party phase. It pretty much started and ended at 17. Really. You did some stupid stuff.
What was the stupidest thing you ever did?
Stupid.
Even if you didn't get caught. Stupid.
Oh no, I got caught. And I always get caught.
You always get caught.
Oh yeah. It's the weirdest thing. Anything I ever do, there's always someone looking, you know? And it's just like, will I do anything wrong?
Yeah.
We stole a gun from my friend's house.
Oh.
This same Michael, who is now marrying my ex-fiancée in the same very church that we were getting married in. Yep. And what had happened is I turned myself in.
Mm-hmm.
I found out the police were looking for me. I said, okay. I walked right in and said, hi, my name's Thayne Ormsby, and I'm here to turn myself in.
Mm-hmm. What'd you get for a punishment, Ryan?
Probation.
Promise not to do it again.
Basically, yeah. Well, I mean, I was underage, and it was my first offense.
And tell me about that conversation. How'd that go?
We didn't really have a conversation. I mean, he came in and he talked to Bob and Joy, and I was there.
And you knew at this point that he is Mariah's father.
Yeah, I know.
And you guys hit it off? I hit it off?
Yeah, we get along. That's, we were cool. He said, you know, come on over, blah, blah, blah.
How long was he there and stuff?
Half an hour.
Half an hour.
20 minutes.
Was the little boy not there
No.
at this point?
No. He was with his mother.
How long ago after the first visit were you up there?
A week.
About a week later?
About a week later.
Okay. And what's going on when you're up there this week later?
It's just Jeff. Jeff's alone drinking a beer, mowing his lawn.
Outside.
Outside.
And how was Jeff doing?
Jeff was doing good. Jeff was talking about his son, saying he was going to be back.
So this was about a week before this happened. Because you only lived up there 3 weeks, you said, right?
Yeah, it's all such a short proximity.
Right. So you were there, you met him, and then about a week later you go out. So that would have been a week before this whole thing happened. You were there, and he's mowing the lawn.
He's mowing the lawn.
So you're there, and what goes on? He's mowing the lawn. He stopped mowing.
He's mowing the lawn. He stopped mowing the lawn, talked to me, invited me in, said, "Have a beer." I had a beer with him. I sat and drank a beer with him.
Mm-hmm.
Joy actually called. Joy knew I was there.
Mm-hmm.
Called me and told me, "Come back and help me with the garden."
So how did you get there?
How did I get there? I walked up.
You walked up.
Yeah, it's a short distance.
You didn't take your bike.
No.
Okay. I'm a visual guy. Can you draw the trailer for me and say where you went in that trailer? Because it's important to see where you went and all that stuff. Can you do that for me?
He showed me around.
Sure.
Yeah, right there. So, like I said, I was walking down the road, and he was mowing his lawn right around here somewhere. And we walked in and talking, and I met his dog. I walked over and petted his dog. I walked in, and we told me to come on in, grab a beer, and then he's got chairs here. We sat down here. It was a hot day. We came back outside, sat down here. That was it.
How long were you there, you think?
Half hour.
And he had already showed you around the place before this, you said?
He showed me his house, yeah.
Before this visit?
For this visit? No, this is the visit. There were only, alright.
There was at least 2 visits, as you said. The very first time you met him, you went down and had a beer. Then you said, I asked you, it was the second or third visit that this happened, and you said it was the second visit.
I'll be straightforward, because there's no reason I can't.
I appreciate that.
I do have a bicycle.
Right.
I know this much.
Okay.
But there are only 2 occasions I've met Jeff.
Uh-huh.
The one where he comes down to the house.
Right.
And I combine those 2 occasions.
Okay.
A week later, I come back.
And you're on your bike this time?
And I'm on my bike this time.
Uh-huh.
And I ride my bike on the road.
Right.
And I ride it on the wall.
Okay.
And I park it right here somewhere.
Okay. You said the very first time he met you, you asked him to get a job and stuff, and he said, come on.
2 different occasions. I combined the 2 in one, just to be simple.
No, it was each time you were here. How many times you were at this house?
Once.
Once.
I've only been there once. I've been to his house once, and it was just Jeff.
And this time here, he shows you around.
And he shows me around.
So the first time you said you went there after you had that very first time you met him.
I said, but really that was the week later.
Why would you do that? Why would you confuse me like that? I confuse easy.
Because it's irrelevant. because it's.
Well, it's not really irrelevant because we get 3 people dead. So that's why it makes it very relevant.
I understand.
Especially when people are not telling the truth.
I understand, but I mean, I had nothing to do with it.
Okay. Where do you want to start?
Where would you like to start?
When did you go up there that night?
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night? What time
Before
was it? Before dark?
6, 7.
Jason was there at this point. Was that the first time you met him?
That was the first
Okay.
time.
What happened? You're on your pedal bike?
It's on my pedal bike.
Okay. What happened?
Everything was going fine, to tell you the truth. I did see Jesse, and Jesse was in the living room. He was playing video games. I think we should start with why.
Okay.
I know you want the hard details. So
Right.
you got your family.
Why is good to know?
Jeff Ryan.
Jeff Ryan.
And I never got this far. And I've never met him either. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And he probably has nothing to do with this case. It has nothing to do with the situation. Back in the day, there were 3 people that were the biggest drug dealers. I won't mention one, but the other 2 were Jeff Ryan.
And you wanted to rid the world of them. So you hated Jeff because he was a drug dealer?
Because of the things he's done to other people. Because of what he was.
So you decided to take care of that? Be a vigilante type thing? Okay.
I'll tell you what I know about Jeff Ryan, even though these are things I've known without meeting him.
Uh-huh. And you knew this from Tamara stuff?
I've known this from all sorts of people in my life.
You thought that he was a drug dealer?
I know he wasn't doing much now,
Right.
but I know he used to do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he hurt. And he hurt
A lot of
a
people.
lot of.
Would you like to have happen?
The best possible outcome from this,
Realistically,
realistically.
of course.
I mean, obviously, the families need to know what happened. They deserve an apology. It won't be much.
Yeah, I was going to say, what should we tell the family? What do you want us to tell the family? What do you want us to tell the little boy's mother?
That it wasn't personal.
Obviously, his statement couldn't provide so much as a shred of comfort. And even at the end, Thayne still tries to rationalize his actions.
Anything in closing you want to say?
I know, sorry, it's not good enough.
I know. But you can throw it out there.
Best possible outcome, honestly, that good things could grow where evil was destroyed. And you might not see it like that, but it's quite possible that these families will now become closer or stronger where they weren't. That maybe those children might be better growing up without their father. From what I understand, he wasn't necessarily their biological father and wasn't necessarily a good man. As for the boy, he was so young. Too young. From what I understand, he too was well on his way to Thomaston further. As for me, I have a feeling what's going to happen is I'm either going to die in prison or be committed to a death sentence. I still have a lot of good nature to me. And I could still be used for good purposes, gardening or otherwise. I still have a love for things that grow. I still have dreams.
I guess we're
Is anything else?
We'll take your coffee. But, they're going to arrest you for being a fugitive from justice. Okay. You're going to be charged with 3 counts of murder from the state of Maine. All right.
Could I maybe finish my coffee?
No, it's on.
Okay.
Okay. Good luck to you. May God have mercy on your soul.
Okay.